Know that when a mother earns a college degree, her kids are 50% more likely to pursue higher education. There's an organization that enables single mothers to achieve their goals and to support their families.
Yeah, it's called the Jeremiah Program, and the CEO, Chastity Lord, is here to tell us a little bit more about it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. Tell us a little bit about the Jeremiah Program for folks who haven't heard of it.
Well, Jeremiah Program, it's actually 27 years old, and it started right here in the Twin Cities. We support and center single moms with small kids in pursuit of economic mobility, and we do this through a two-generational model. And so what does that mean? You know, a lot of times in this country, a single mom, especially someone experiencing poverty, is told to put their head down and bet on their kid. And yes, that's a strategy, but we actually lose a generation that way. And what we do is we create the conditions that our mom is able to bet on herself, but also bet on our kid. And 100% of our families are in college within 6 months of being with us. Wow. We have 5 pillars, everything from early childhood to housing to one-on-one coaching, career and workforce development. But it really is around this sisterhood, this network of feeling that you're not alone.
I like the program and how much you guys have learned over the years, because when you started out, you kind of had a couple, 3 dozen families or so. And you said, go to school, and you learned that there's so much more support than just giving them the opportunity to get that college degree, which I would imagine is kind of where the 5 pillars came in.
And it's also important to remember that moms really dream in threes, I love to say. You know, they dream for themselves, they dream for their kids, but they also dream for their community. And how do we actually bring them to the table? They have incredible solutions and ideas around challenges that are happening and impeding their own mobility in their lives. Just here in the Twin Cities, 500 moms and kids just in 2024. Nationally, over 2,000. We're in 9 cities across the country. But it's this simple, elegant idea that started right here in the Twin Cities 27 years ago.
Was there some kind of data or study that was the jump-off point for the program to get started?
I love that. Not only was there data, instead, in a lot of ways it was anecdotal.
Yeah, well, which makes sense.
Like Michael O'Connell was actually seeing single moms who needed support, who needed to be seen as a unit, who needed to be seen as a family. But just in April of 2025, the Urban Institute just published a new study. About 30% of families in this country are led by single parents. 80% of those are actually led by single moms, and over a third of those are lower income. And so this whole idea that we're like kind of picking a particular population, it's reflective of an incredible need. It's reflective of urgency.
I'm told to ask about a legacy award.
Yes.
Tell me about this.
Yes. And it makes me smile because a lot of times for folks who, 27 years, and right here in our backyard, there have been people who have been donating, who've been volunteering, and you wonder what has been the impact of the organization. And the Legacy Award is the kids of the alumni of the Jeremiah Program, who are between the ages of 13 to 25, who are having an amazing impact in their communities and their families. And today we are going to be awarding first, second, and third place winners. We have a wrestler who's doing an incredible job working with families who are experiencing autism. We have another young man who has created a gratitude store in his school. But once again, I just love the whole idea of this 3X opportunity. It's mom, it's kid, and it's community. You know, I love to say when moms win, women win, when women win, our communities win.
So the event's happening today?
It's happening today,
okay.
3:30. It will be, you can come in person at the Graduate. If you go on Jeremiah Program's website, you can RSVP. But there's also a hybrid option. If you want to stay out of the rain, it's about 40 minutes, and it's a warm fuzzy. It's a great opportunity to remember incredible things that are happening right here in our communities.
For people to get involved, I'm assuming if they go to the website, they kind of get started, not only volunteering, but if somebody feels that they might benefit from the program.
Yes, please. We rely heavily on houses of worship, community-based organizations. If there's somebody who needs housing or is interested in childcare, remember 100% of our moms have to be interested in being in school or returning to college. But we have spaces right now. And we also have this incredible opportunity. We're looking for executive director for our Minneapolis location. And so if there's anybody who would like to kind of lead this next chapter, please reach out.
I love that the organization started here. in Minneapolis. You guys have expanded. I mean, you just recently, as far as like 2023, have opened new locations in Boston. Is that right?
Baltimore and Las Vegas.
And Las Vegas.
Yes.
So what's the future look like? What are the hopes?
The future looks like I'm building this incredible network. Building this network, by 2027, we anticipate having 10,000 moms and kids that we're working with across the country. And when you think about 10,000 moms and kids who are being brought to the table to talk about affordable housing, being talked about childcare, being able to talk about K-12 education, it really changes the conversation, because these are folks who've bumped up against economic challenges and who are actually moving through that economic ladder. I think there's a really interesting conversation, and we want them to be more proximate to the mic.
And you see in the community, I'm sure you've got the family unit itself, but then there's people around them, or people who they go to church with, and they're like, oh my gosh, look how well they've done.
Exactly.
And hopefully that sort of just kind of inspires more people.
Exactly.
So.
And you know, it's the Legacy Award today that we're honoring, but in a lot of ways, Jeremiah program is a legacy program. It doesn't belong to me. It doesn't belong to the board. It doesn't belong to the families we're serving. It actually belongs to the community. Let's be honest. Relationships don't work out all the time. The math wasn't mathing when they were together, and it just gets exponentially worse when a mom finds herself by herself. 50% of mom's income is going to rent, 30% to childcare. We have to look at the realities of what we need to do through public policy. But what do we do right now? It's a yes and conversation.
Awesome. Well, Chastity, nice to meet you. You got a busy day today, so
I do.
Thanks for making time for us.
I appreciate it. Thank you
so
much.
We appreciate it. And we'll put more information for you about the Jeremiah program. Head to MinnesotaLive.com.